introduction of engineering economy and basic cost concepts, right? Can you see the slides and my voice is clear to you? Please chat with me. Nawaf? Okay, good. Now you see this module, this lecture, we have 14 slides. I have divided the slides, you see, slide number 3 to 6. So I can show you with the help of cursor. Yeah. You see the slide number 3 to 6 is about introduction, and slide number 7 to 11 is all about cost concepts, very basic, right? And slide number 12 to 14 is talking about price and demand relationships and also cost curves. This is what we are going to cover in lecture 1. Fine, let me go to the next slide. The first slide, you see, first let me tell you what is economy. What do you understand by the term economy? Economy means what? Okay, so you see, the economy is nothing but it is an area which is focusing on effective utilization of available resources. So now I should tell you what is a resource. Resources means min is a resource, material is a resource, machine is a resource. Understand? Methods is a resource, money is a resource. So these are all the different resources which an organization is using. For what? They are using it to produce something. Something in the sense maybe in the form of a product, in the form of a process, or in the form of a services, right? So how best you can use this resource effectively. So now you should understand what is effectiveness. Effectiveness means you should not waste more resources. You should use the resources very effectively. That means with minimum cost and maximum utilization. Means maximum usage. You should try to use the resource more with less cost. This is all about economy. Why we do this? We do this to develop our home. We do this to develop our area or the region. We do this to develop the whole nation. Okay. Now I think you might have understood what is economy. Anyway, I will go through the definition. Please see the slide. Definition of economy. It is written as activities related to the production and distribution of goods and services in a particular geographic region. Geographic region is nothing but an area or a location, right? With proper and effective utilization. This is very, very important. As far as the term economy is concerned, you should know how to use properly and how to use effectively. That's very important. So with proper and effective utilization of available resources, you need not purchase more resources which is not with you. You need not pay more money and purchase additional resources. With what resource you have, with what resource is available with you, we are trying to use them properly and effectively in order to produce some good products and distribute them to the society. Okay, so this is called this we are doing for the benefit of national growth. So you should define the economy. So when somebody asks what is economy, how do you define economy, means you should tell it is nothing but they are concerned with the activities which are related to the production and distribution of goods and services in a particular geographic region with proper and effective utilization of available resources for the benefit of national growth. That's it. So you see, I have given you different colors for the text here: production, distribution of goods and services, proper effective utilization of available resources. These are the key words when you talk about economy. Produce and distribute goods services by proper and effective use of the resource. That is called economy. Now, before going to see what is engineering economy, let's see what are the types of economy available, right? See, there was one economy called as command economy. Command economy means it is with some commanding nature. The economy is maintained with the nature of command. So who is having the capacity to command? It is the government of the country. Right? You see down an economy where production, supply, and the price of goods and service, everything, all this production, supply, and price all are regulated by the government for the national growth rather than market force. You see, there are small markets. Say, for example, Almarai is a milk product, and Nadek is another milk product. These are the people in the market of milk products. So they are not having power to produce, how much to produce, how much to supply, what is the price, all these things. These prices, the production output, and the distribution points, everything is decided by the government or regulated. Regulated means controlled by the government. So such kind of economy where the government is involved in production, in supply, and pricing of the products. This is called command economy. This is also called as centrally planned economy. Centrally planned economy means the government, central government. For example, in Saudi Arabia, the government is in Riyadh. So the government is deciding this. This kind of decision where the government is involved in deciding on production, supply, and price of products and services is called command economy. Fine. Did you understand? Can you follow me, both of you? Okay, good. Now, market economy. See, the market economy is a little smaller circle. Command economy is concerned with the whole nation. The government is involved. Market economy, it is the market people. They will decide regarding production, regarding supply, regarding price. See down? See, the decisions regarding resource allocations. Resource allocation is how much men we need, how much material is needed, how much money is needed, something like this. So, decisions regarding resource allocation, production, consumption, and price levels are made by the collective actions of market people. We call it as individuals or organizations. Individuals means a business person. Organizations means the big companies like Almarai or Pepsi, Coca-Cola, what is it called, Alsi, something, all these beverages. So this kind of a group of people join together and they decide how much we can produce and how much is required in the market. That is called consumption, and what price we will fix. So this is called market economy, where the group of business people or the group of organization is involved in making decisions regarding allocations, production, consumption, price, supply, all these things. But keep in mind, market people are not given full freedom, but still government is controlling them. See here the red color line. However, freedom of the markets is limited and governments intervene occasionally Occasionally means once in a while, maybe once in a month or once in 2 months or 3 months once, something like that. Government will check the market people, how much price they are fixing, how much product they are producing, which area they are distributing. All these things are occasionally monitored by the government's organization. Now, why a government has to involve in market economy? Because the power is given to the market people to decide how much to produce, how much to distribute, how much to supply, what should be the price level. Then why government is involving? The reason is, if government is not involving, market people, say companies like Pepsi, Coke, Alsi, all these companies, they may fix their price as they like, which may affect society. You got it? So if a society is affected, the whole nation will get affected. That means it has a negative impact on economic growth of a country. That is why government is involving once in a while with market economy. Right? This is one point. That's why I've told you here occasionally to what? What means to stop. To stop the emergence of monopolies. Monopolies of national growth. Monopolies for the national growth. Okay? To stop the monopoly, the government is also involved. So, now you know what is economy. In this slide I'm talking. I'm just going back about this slide only. In this slide, you know what is economy. Production, distribution of goods and services by proper and effective utilization of available resources for the benefit of national growth. Fine. And you know two types of economy. One is command economy. Full the government is involved to decide how much to produce, how much to supply, what should be the price. This command economy also called as centrally planned economy. And second economy is market economy. Market economy, instead of government, is the market people, the collective action of individuals in the market, or the collective actions of the companies we call as organizations. They are collectively deciding what should be the production, what should be the consumption, what should be the price level. But still government is involving once in a while, occasionally, to stop monopoly of the market price. Okay. Now let's see the next slide. Knowledge economy. I think now you can answer me, what is knowledge economy? It is an economy concerned with creation of knowledge. That's all. What is the example? Which company is creating knowledge? Which organizations is creating knowledge? Can you chat with me? Which organization is creating knowledge? Educational institutions. Okay. Educational institutions. Education. Say our universities are creating knowledge. This is for what? For economic development of the country. They need very good engineers. They need very good doctors. Saudi Arabia is in need of very good engineers, very good doctors, and very good scientists, something like that. So we have to create them economically with less investment, with more facilities to create good knowledge-based personalities, right? So you see here, knowledge economy means economy based on creating, evaluating, and trading. Trading means giving, selling, buying, selling, right? So, and trading knowledge for national growth, right? This is about knowledge economy. Now, we will see what is engineering economy. Engineering economy means It is an economy related to engineering activities. That's all. It's an economy related to engineering activities. Okay, you see here, engineering economy. Briefly means very short. In short term, how we can define engineering economy? It's an economy based on creating, evaluating, and trading engineering activities. Engineering activities means, for example, there are different companies, different organizations. If you take a construction organization, you have site engineers. He is doing different kind of job. That's his activity. If you go to Pepsi company, that is a different engineer. We call him as a process control engineers. So process control engineers, he is going to have different activities. So all these activities are engineering activities. So engineering economy is nothing but it's an economy based on creating, evaluating, and trading engineering activities, engineering products, and engineering services, and so on and so forth for national growth. So this engineering economy is related with all engineering activities, engineering products. So laptop is an engineering product. Automobile is an engineering product. All home appliances, washing machine, refrigerators, all are engineering products. And engineering services, there is consultancy services. Big consultancy offices are there in Riyadh. American offices are there. So they used to do engineering services, consultation services. So these things we should do economically. We need not pay more money for consultations. Pay less money, take more work effectively. This is called effective utilization. Okay, so this is all about engineering economy. Now you see the note. I'm just summarizing all these terms in slide 1. In slide 1 I talk about economy, then I talk about command economy, then I talk about market economy, and in slide 2 I talk about knowledge economy, engineering. All these things I am summarizing. You see here, mostly the term economy deals with production of goods and services and pricing them effectively. You need not price more, and we cannot price less, but we should price very effectively. How? With effective utilization of resources. Everywhere it is like this, for the benefit of national growth. Okay, you see the small font size I have given you to a very clear hint. It says economy means to use the available scarce resources more effectively for the national development. Whatever resource is available, we have to use it very effectively towards the growth of the nation. That's it. Did you understand so far? Fine. Now again I am giving you some basic terms. What is economics? And what is economist? I should ask you, who is economist? See, what is economics? Who is economist? And what is an economic system? These are the three basic terms you should know, right? Okay, well, first we will come to this economics. What is economics? Economics, it is nothing but a theory. It is a theory, just like nursery. In Arabic you call it as nursery. Well, so it is related with theories, principles, and models that deal with how the market process works. Okay, there are a lot of theories developed by the theorists. There are a lot of principles developed by experience and analysis, and there are a lot of models available For what? To do the market process, to analyze how the market process works. So, if you come down here, economist. Who is an economist? Economist is a person. He's an individual man, or he's an individual, maybe female or male. Okay, he's an individual person who uses these theory and principles and models. An economist is a person who is using these theories, principles, and models of economics and interpret the data concerning the factors that influence supply and demand, such as inflation and unemployment. Okay, so he will try, say for example, someone came from London. Someone came from London and they joined here in our university. And I asked him, Doctor, why did you come from London? You got my point? He's working in London. London is a very good country, good salary. But finally he came here to Saudi Arabia and he started working with us. I asked him, why, doctor? Then he told me there is problem of employment in London. So London government started giving, they are trying to find a job for their own citizens, not for foreigners. So unemployment problem is coming there. So they try to send foreigners outside. And slowly, after a couple of years or after long years, they may have problem for their own citizens. They may not get job. So this is an impact on economy of the nation. So to analyze, to forecast when we will have such problems. Inflation means the decrease in the value of money. So all these things can be studied in advance. It can be forecasted using the theories of economics, principles of economics, and models of economics. And this work is done by a person called as economist. Did you understand me? Yeah. It's just like science and scientist. You know, science, you know what is science. Scientist is a person or she is a person who is using the science, principles of science, theories of science, models of science. It's something like this. So economics, economist, you know this. Now, economic system. So what is a system? When you call this is a system, a system is nothing but it has a lot of activities. Yeah, exactly. In good control, very good. See here there is another word they used, organized way. Organized way is in good control. Okay, that is called a system. So a system is nothing but it is an organized way in which a nation allocates its resources, goods and services to the people. National community is nothing but the citizens of the country. So, say for example, Saudi Arabia is very good in that. Compared to other countries, this is better, where the government is very much organized in serving the society. It's clear. Yeah, so, this has a good economic system, right? Fine. So, I think with this basic introductions and concepts about the economy and economics and economist and economic system, I think I can move on to the next slide. We will see what is engineering economy. You see, you can read this. Engineering economy, define engineering economy means the engineering economy involves the systematic evaluation. You see, not just evaluation, it is a systematic evaluation. That means logical order. The evaluation is done very logically. Logically means with good reason. Evaluation with good reasons. Evaluation with good justification. That is called systematic evaluation. So engineering economy, it involves the systematic evaluation of economic merits. economic merits. Merits means advantage. Advantage means it is always good for us. Okay, so economic merits of proposed solutions. Solutions means there are more than one solution. That is called solutions. So there are more solutions proposed for one engineering problems. So for example, if you have one problem, I'll give you a simple example. If your car is having some problem in the engine, we will take our car to Sanaya. We will check 2-3 workshops. Yes? Yeah. We will ask one mechanic, tell me you have to maintain this. What's your solution? Yeah, alternatives. So one mechanic say, oh, okay, this has gone, it will cost you 1,000 riyal. We will tell, okay, I will come to you later. We go to the another mechanic, and he may tell, sir, I can finish this in 800 riyals. So we go for alternative solutions. One mechanic is proposing one solution with one cost. Another mechanic, he proposes another solution for the same problem with another cost. This is called economic merits. Finally, we will choose the good mechanic with less cost. Got it? This is called engineering economy. So the engineering economy is nothing but this involves systematic evaluation of economic merits of proposed solutions to engineering problems such as products. Say for example, production of a car, automobile. Process is nothing but oil industry is a process industry. Pepsi is a process industry. Paint company, Al Jazeera Paint, that's a process industry. So any nature of company will have its own problems. All are engineering companies, so we call as engineering problems. Each engineering problem is having more solutions. Among the more solutions, we will compare which solution is good, which solution is having more advantage economically. And finally, we will choose the best proposed solution. Okay. So if you see the down one, I have given in big font size. That is, you can read here how best the proposed solution is cost effective. This is very, very important. How best the proposed solution is cost effective. You see, I will show you in this color. See, is cost effective. This is very, very. So you may have 2-3 alternatives. Among 2-3 alternatives, you should know how much time it takes to do the work. Compare it. Second, you should know how much money it takes to finish this work. So we have to compare everything, but compared to all factors, one factor is very, very important, and that factor is cost factor. So because cost is always, having more value than anything else. Because every activity, if there is a small change, it will affect cost directly. That is why cost is called as predominant economic factor. Got it? Cost. Why we are focusing on cost? Because cost is the predominant economic factor. Don't forget this. So when you talk about economics, we try to get the best solution, best proposed solutions by comparing various factors. Now, among various factors, the very important factor is cost, because it is predominant for economics. Understand? Fine. Now let's see in the next slide. Yeah, there are 7 fundamental principles of economics. There are 7 fundamental principles of engineering economy. You see, first, develop alternatives. Develop alternatives means, see, as I told you already, one engineering problem will have 3 or 4 alternative solutions. like we are taking our car to 3-4 mechanics. Finally, we will decide, okay, this mechanic is fine. His cost is less, his work is good. So like this. So first develop the alternatives. Then focus on the differences. What is the difference between these mechanics? What is the facility he has? Is he having all facilities, tools, equipments, good machines to maintain? Something like this. Get the difference. Then use a consistent viewpoint. Consistent viewpoint means when you're checking, don't change your factor for checking. If you're checking the tools is a consistent point when you compare two mechanics or two workshops. One workshop will have good machines, good equipments, another one will not be having. So here tools and equipments is a viewpoint. You're viewing in that angle. Okay. That is a third, you should follow the steps. Fourth one, use common unit of measure. Use common unit of measure. Common unit, for example, time. Say you want to paint your car body. You're taking to the mechanic. One mechanic will tell, okay, come after 5 days. One mechanic will tell, okay, I will give you in 3 days. Because here, common unit is the time. Time is the unit. One mechanic says, come after 5 days. One mechanic says, I can give you in 3 days. This is because the second mechanic may be having very good automatic machines, right? So when you're measuring two alternatives, use common unit. If it is time, keep time common for both. If it is, different, so many units are there, we have to get the unit based on the nature of engineering problems. Okay. Next point is consider all relevant criteria. Criteria means factors, which is very important to you. Consider all these things. This also depends on different types of engineering problems and nature of the business, nature of the companies. Next, make uncertainty explicit. Explicit means open it, make it clear. If there is any uncertainty in the proposed solution. Okay. Four mechanics will give you a solution. One mechanic will say, I can finish in 5 days. Another mechanic will say, I can finish in 3 days. Another mechanic will say, I can finish your painting in 1 day. 1 day, is it certain? Can we believe? No, we cannot believe. 1 day painting is very, very difficult. Yeah. So this is called uncertainty. So simply we should not believe all the alternatives solutions. Among alternative solution, you should see which is certain solution, which is uncertain. Okay, that you should make clear. Finally, revisit your decisions. I might have decided, okay, I will go to mechanic 3. So again, I will revisit my choice. My alternate is number 3 alternate. I have chosen that. Again, I will check, am I right in my decision of the alternate solution? I will check it again. Then only we will implement the solution. This is called economic fundamentals of principle of engineering economy. This is so you should move before making a decision to select a good solution. Understand? I think today we will stop it here. So next class we will see about the cost classification. This is very important, where all students will come. I hope so. Then save participants. So Nawaf and Faris, you can inform your students, your friends, that they should attend the next lecture without failure, because so far I was just teaching only basics. Okay. 1 minute. Lecture 1 at 10:13 p.m. Okay. So 1 minute, I will answer you. Sure, students do not know how to access the Blackboard course. Please submit them about how to enter Blackboard. It is already announced in your announcement. Dr. Qureshi has given you the steps how to get inside the Blackboard. Anyway, I will also alert them. I will tell all other section doctors to give them clear step how to get inside the blackboard. Okay? Fine. Now you see, you can inform your students to go through these lectures. I have completed till slide number 6. I have attached all these materials, this PPT, in your blackboard, in your lecture. Please go to lecture, tell all students to read till slide number 6. From next class, in my next lecture, I will start slide number 7. Okay? So we will see what is cost, what is total cost, what is fixed cost, and we will solve some numericals in the next class. Okay? So I thank you for attending this lecture. You see, you just read the materials uploaded by us in your blackboard. That's enough. Okay? If you go to library, if you check so many books, you will get confused with the